Hey everyone. Um this is not going to be a long video or a fancy one. I'm not streaming. I got a package in the mail today. I did not think. I don't know if you can read upside down, but um I did not expect this to come until Friday, but it came today. None of my medical supplies have come that I ordered, but this did. And it was gotten for like a shitty reason. I discovered my old Macaulay dolphin. And now this is my second one. I had a yellow Macaulay dolphin just for teaching, for teaching and for the kids I know to play with, and so I could give people lessons, and if anyone that I knew was learning, so I could just lend them something little. And then a drunk guy stepped on it, my yellow one, and broke the neck clean off, and did not help me buy a new one. What a butt. Yeah, so this is my Macaulay dolphin. I went to go string it the other day. Look, like one of these little things is just straight up missing. And I realized that it is missing a bridge. Why? Right here. So obviously, I mean, it's actually a good thing because I was trying to accidentally string it with tenors. Oops. I did restring Whiskey, my cigar box uke, again. So now it's got some new Achilles, and I know I talk shit about Achilles, but for a cigar box uke, they are kind of old school, and that is what I want. So, or at least the most old school that I can easily access. So my Macaulay dolphin needs repair. I have neither the money nor like the anything to craft a new bridge right now. So I have a friend who's learning that I'm going to lend this one and just be like, bridge is on you, kid, but you can borrow this for a couple months or however long you need. My old dolphin. I have been bringing Whiskey to protests with me. Unfortunately, I don't want one of my beloved ukes to get smashed by cops. And unfortunately, I would love to just talk about ukes and live my life, but when you're grappling with state violence, sometimes you get really mad because I want to be really happy about getting a new uke and not doing this like, so I want to play songs for the people at the sit-in or the teach-in or the rally or whatever we're doing, without worrying about my beloved property being destroyed. Not that property is what's important, right? That's the whole point. Property is not what's important here. But anyway, okay, so the point is I found a really good deal, a really crazy good deal on a basically unused flight. So I could actually, and so I thought we would do an unboxing. Bright, here's what it says on the box. Bright and funky, durable, travel friendly. See, that's fantastic for protests. Because I've already got all my medic gear. Street medics. You gotta. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm training to be a street medic. Huzzah! So you can see my little wagon there behind me, full of juice boxes and gloves and masks and bandages and all that good stuff. So yes, so the travel-friendly thing was important. Durable, travel-friendly, extremely resonant. I've heard these things out loud. Fitted with Achilles strings. Achilles, they're everywhere. You can't get away. I don't like them, but maybe I just haven't really given them a chance lately. Or maybe I was just playing on really old ones, so, because I'm not actually hating them on Whiskey. So yeah, these have Achilles, of some kind. Zero fret for comfortable playing, and a patented design. So, got a uke, says wonderful things about this. He honestly says the flight sounds a lot like the flea. And I've been wanting a flea. Flea is like my, you know, holiday wish for years and years and years and years. I've wanted a concert flea. Or a fluke even, but for traveling, you know, probably a flea. So I've wanted a concert flea for ages. And if this sounds like them, well then, hell, you know, I can't really afford a flea. But yeah, he says they're really tough. So, made with durability in mind, the Flight Travel Ukulele is ready for your next adventure. With a unique design, great sound, and affordable price, it's loved by beginners and seasoned players alike. The Flight Travel Ukulele will rock your world. I don't know, you guys, am I ready to have my world rocked? I am not sure. So, yeah, just a pretty standard box like you get with your little cheap-ass baby's first ukulele from Walmart, you know. I'm not expecting terribly much. I do have a case that I'll probably be using instead of this case. It's actually built on a cheap-ass Macaulay case, but I lined the insides with a sweater that I'd cut up, and then I put on a layer of plastic bags that were all ironed together. So I made these big, thick, like plastic sheets, and that was like a middle layer. And then I put on a jeans layer, a denim layer on the outside. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I really should have quilted that. Like, I should have just quilted it all. Anyway, so yeah, we have just, you know, really basic bag, little shoulder strap that does not even, I mean, I guess it does fit over my fatty arms. So, you know, I can wear it. Like I said, I will probably go back to, I will probably be using my one that I made, probably. But yeah, so this is the flight, and the lovely things were said about it by Godayuk, and also, I don't remember what her name is. I will link it in the description below. I promise. I don't know what that beeping is. I'm really sorry. Let's try to finish this up. I will link it, but she reviewed the Waterman plastic uke, the outdoor plastic uke, the flight, and the flea. And again, she's like, this sounds a lot like the flea. Like, maybe not, you know, as warm and deep, but still loud and good, which is what I want for a protest tee for traveling. So let's open it up. I chose a design. I did get one with a design. Are you guys ready to see? You guys are going to see before I even do. Oh, beautiful. I just saw this design and it reminds me, I just all the tags, all the graffiti on the train cars that I grew up with and rode on, and just all the graffiti, all the tagging, and which of course, and nowadays it's weird. Graffiti reminds me of my childhood, but now it also reminds me of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. You know, because it's like a pretty significant thing to the character. So when I saw this design, I just knew that if I am playing songs, you know, for this effort, this revolution, this was the design I was going to get. So as you may know, neck is plastic, which is different than a fluke or a flea, which have wooden necks. So the neck's plastic, which I don't really like. I don't really like this fake wood grain plastic. Wish it had a wooden, but you know, that's like not the biggest deal. It actually has really nice, just a slope bridge, and the saddle's nice. Oh, it's the saddle that's missing out of the other one. I'm dumb. The nut bridge and saddle, I always get them mixed up. So yeah, you just literally tie a knot in the string and slot it up there. It's the nice thing is the intonation is not ever going to be shit, you know, because it's molded, so it's going to be very consistent. There's a zero nut. Some people had a problem with how thin the neck is. I actually kind of like it. I'm really into plastic ukes. I don't really want a Waterman. I just don't like that like lunchboxy sound. Unless I actually make a uke out of a lunchbox, which would be amazing, and I love that because I collect lunchboxes, so like I have heaps of them. So yeah, here's the flight. I expect many delighted comments on it. Let's see how out of tune this is. Yep, yep. That's how it goes when you first get a uke, you know. And it just has these generic Grover tuners. Not Grover. Why did I say Grover? These are definitely not Grover. I think I just had that word before, tuners, in my head. It has generic geared tuners. That's the G what I wanted. Geared tuners. Also, I want to show off this dress. Okay, so I had a very dear friend that I lost a few months ago, whose mother, very sweet, wonderful woman that I'm delighted to have been adopted by, sent me their shirts, their clothes. So I made this into a pretty dress with some lovely like side gores on the side, and it's cotton and comfortable, and most importantly makes me think of my friend, which is very special. Anyway, so yeah, the top is wood. It's kind of got that flea model or Macala model of having a wood top and plastic back. But as you see, it's a little fat. You know, I was thinking I used to have, I mean, I sold it because I couldn't afford to keep it, but I used to have like one of the color travel ukes, so I wish it were thinner. I wish it only came up to here. It's not as backpackable as I would 100% like. But you know what? Sound's got to come somewhere. So let's get this tuned up and hear her play. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I haven't gotten in a uke in a really long time. Oh no. Let's see what's wrong with my tuner. I had to rinse it out, so I'm kind of afraid that basically gross stuff got into my tuner. So let's put the battery back in. Try to turn it on again. Nope. Alright. I fucked up my tuner. That's lovely. That's fine. That is totally fine, because guess what we have? We have G-strings. And we can just use that. G-strings, if you don't have it, is a lovely smartphone app that lets you turn using your smartphone. Now, it's not a vibration tuner, so, you know, it's not G. We gotta get this up to a G. Let's just get this up to a G. This is resonant. Wow. Alright, that is nowhere close to an A. I mean an E. I gotta say, I like how efficient the tuners are. They're a little less, you don't have to tune them for ages to go up a step, so that is actually shockingly nice. we go. So still not perfect, but listen to this. I mean, forgive my terrible playing, but yeah, just first impression. I mean, obviously the action is fine, nice and low. Oh God, that E. I am so sorry, friends. If any other people with like oral sensitivity out there, oral, not oral, get your head out of the gutter. We're cringing, then I apologize. But yeah, this is, and okay, check it. For a cheap ass uke like this, it even has a strap button, which, like, why? But also cool. It does not, that I can find, say where it was made. It probably says where it was made inside. Made in PRC. Ooh. Anyway, so, let your music take flight. Oh, let your music take flight. I get it. So yeah. So I like this contrast right here, but for the most part, I feel like I would have liked a darker neck better. But yeah, so not the most backpackable. I would have really liked if the width had stayed this width for the whole thing, like if it had been like, you know, that. But again, this is responsible for the lovely booming sound. I am so sorry, friends. I will get it turned up and play some songs for you. Thank you for watching. I hope you love this graffiti design as much as I do. I could have just gotten, you know, blue or orange or whatever, and I also could have painted it myself, but honestly, this caught my eye, and I've been so wrecked with decision lately. I decided to give myself one nice thing. I sent in pictures of some of my masks to get a Teaks gift card. So, but I can't decide what color to get. I mean, I never thought I would get Teaks. I mean, that's. I feel like there's probably a law where only bougie bitches are allowed to wear Teaks, and if someone catches me with some on, they might lock me up. But you know. So I can't, but you know, I just saw this and I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Yeah, so I'm really excited to play once it's in tune, and I'll see you guys later. Please don't be so mean about my messy apartment. It's kind of in a state of flux, and like my medic training and mask making had taken over like everything about this flat. So there's like huge piles of fabric everywhere and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Okay, bye!